I believe very strongly that the Christian obsession with the rapture as it is taught today has become one of the greatest tools of the enemy. I believe that it's been arguably the most successful strategy of Satan over the last 100 years. Now, hear me out. It's quite interesting that in the 16th, 17th, 18th centuries, Christians led innovations around the world. When you look at top universities like Harvard, like Oxford, like Cambridge, these were founded by Christian organizations. And, people like Isaac Newton, Galileo, these were inventors that were Christians. Okay, now we need to ask ourselves, when was the last time a Christian, a devout Christian, was involved in any groundbreaking innovation or discovery? Coincidentally, in the 19th and 20th centuries, where it's like the decline of Christian innovators, it coincides with when the doctrine of the pre-tribulation rapture became very popular from the 19th and the 20th centuries, spread by Schofield in America, and then it just spread to other parts of the world. Now, why is this important? And you can do your own research. Don't take my word for it. The obsession of Christians with the thought that, oh, we're going to get out of here very soon before things get very bad, has prevented us from thinking long term. The average religious, devout Christian is not thinking long term. Because why should I think long term if I am obsessed with the fact that Jesus is coming in the next 2 years or in the next 2 months? Why should I? Why should I bother to think or plan for 50 years or to think or plan for 100 years? And you see, the atheists don't have this problem. The agnostics don't have this problem. So they are living their lives and they are trying to, do what they think is right for the future of their children and their children's children. Many of us are not thinking beyond ourselves right now. We're not thinking children or children's children because why should you think when you're not going to be here anyway? You see why it's the strategy of Satan? And what it has done is it has moved Christians to the passenger seat where unbelievers are the ones responsible for all the innovations. And so they dictate the rules of the game. And all we are doing as Christians is making noise. Oh, Facebook has done this. Oh, YouTube has done that. Oh, Twitter has done this. Oh, this has done that. We don't create anything. We just consume, 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 consume. And then we try to tell the people that create what they can or what they cannot do with what they have created. Why? Why are we just consumers and we are not creators anymore? It's really simple. It's hard to be innovative with an escapist mentality. So the average Christian today, when they see things go wrong around them, we're not thinking, how can we solve this? How can we bring about a long-lasting solution? We're just, oh, Jesus, please do. Just Jesus, come get us out of here. Jesus, come get us out of here. It will surprise you. You may be here for another 50 years. Jesus has been tarrying. We've been saying if Jesus tarries, if Jesus tarries. Jesus has been tarrying for a very, very, very long time. And at the rate the church is going, he will continue to tarry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He will continue to tarry because we're thinking he's going to come get us out of this mess. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. And so we need to sit up as Christians. We really need to. And I must say, all those Christians that brag about, oh, I prayed 17 hours every day. I prayed 20 hours every day. If you have not prayed so, you've not started. Just keep quiet. Just keep quiet. You know why you should keep quiet? Because in all your praying, in all your time, that you spend or you claim to spend communing with God, you have not been able to come up with one solution to a global problem. So keep quiet. I think about it. How can you spend so much time with God and God has never given you a solution to a global problem? We still have to count on the atheists and we still have to count on the agnostics or the people we consider not very spiritual Christians to come with solutions. And all your 17-hour prayer, or you pray for 100 people, three of them get healed, and you use them as poster boys and poster girls for your ministry. Thank God for those healings. But hey, there's some scientist there that is not praying nearly as much as you are, but God gives the person the wisdom to come with a cure for a disease that helps millions of people around the world. Guess what? That person has helped heal more people than your 17 hours of daily prayer has. So if you pray for yourself. If you spend all that time, by all means, spend all the time you can with God. By all means, do it. But don't eh, don't make it the standard for anything. You do it because you have the time to do it and you want to do it, and that's okay. But don't make it seem like everybody else has to do it. Because if everybody else does what you are doing, everybody else will be useless on a global scale like you. And I say that with all the love and respect in my heart. On a global scale, you are irrelevant. You are not relevant. Only your church and your denomination know about you or care about you. If they drop you somewhere, you may not even be able to have a 10-minute intellectual conversation with somebody. Okay, but back to the issue of the rapture. It's difficult to put a place in order if you're constantly obsessed about leaving that place. Okay, you step into a place and you feel like, I mean, how many of us ever tried to renovate a hotel? you know, you get in there, you're going to be there for a few days. You just do what you have to do and then you leave. But if it's a house that you feel like you're going to live in for a long time and you probably want your children to inherit that house, then you're going to work a lot harder to put it in a good shape. The world is in a bad shape. And one of the reasons for that is because as Christians, we are not pulling our weight. And the reason we're not pulling our weight is not because we're not smart, it's because we don't care. Because we think that, Jesus is going to come snatch us out of this mess. No, he won't. I believe in the return of Christ. The Bible teaches it, and we look forward to it, but not like it is being taught today. This this obsession is unhealthy, and Christians have no strategy. The Muslims clearly have a plan. They have a plan. The atheists, they have a plan. The Satanists have a plan. They have a domination plan. And they're doing it. They're stepping. And all we're doing as Christians is we're there crying, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. But we don't have a plan. The church has no plan. The church has no agenda. Our agenda is rapture. You see the problem? The, the body of Christ was a force in the medieval era, late up until the 17th, 18th century, because there were clear plans, there were clear motives, there were clear agendas. But right now we don't have plans, we don't have an agenda. Everybody is just thinking about rapture, 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 rapture. From when I was born, I was there, rapture, 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 rapture. We heard it was going to happen in the year 2000. This is 2025. Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. Jesus will come on his terms, not on your terms. And like I say to people, you are more likely to die than to experience the rapture. And just to say this in closing, go do your research. None of the early church fathers believed or preached that Jesus would return before the Antichrist. None of them. None of them. So, but like I said, do your own research. Thank God for all the research tools that are available today. But don't be caught in that trap because our fathers waited and waited and waited. Many of them are no more. Don't be that generation that waits and waits and waits and waits and waits and refuses to plan and refuses to innovate and refuses to think long term. How many Christians today have a 50-year plan? How many Christians have a 100-year plan? How many Christians are thinking of things that they can do for their children's children? Many of us don't think that far. Be honest with yourself. You do not think that far. Why? Because we're not going to be here anyway. Newsflash, you may just be here. The only problem is we will continue to remain in the passenger seat. That's if they don't push us into the trunk eventually because we have become so irrelevant and everybody else is pushing forward and conquering territory and dominating their fields. But we're just anyway. Until next time, see ya.